Hello what's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I'll be showing you what I've created. And basically for this I've created Grand Mafia crate simulator, and over here you can find the various crates, about 11 crates in total. So you can see that there's the Architect's crate, Investor's crate, various Kingpin crates, and also the special crates, Legacy, Challengers, and Godfather's crate. So as I have a lot of my data on probabilities of getting the crates, I think it should be a very good comparison to what you would get in real game. So I'm very excited to show you what it means, and over time I'll be improving possibly the UI of this and maybe add more crates to open, like maybe Grand Jewel, Grand Contract crates or whatsoever. So yes, if you do like my creation, don't forget to go onto the comment section and give me a donation, so that will be very appreciated for this work. Of course, if you've got any ideas of what other kind of things that could be very helpful for players, can let me know down in the comments, and I can see if I got time to make it, or if it's possible to create such a web page to calculate things and so on. So for today's video, I'll be just trying out my crate simulator and taking a look at how accurate it is. One developmental crate, one Kingpin crate, Legacy coin, and also Godfather's crate. So that is it, and to see how well we do, maybe for each of the crates you can open about 500 or so. That would be a good estimation. So let's open our first Architect's crate, and we'll open, usually I don't really have a lot of Architect's crates, so maybe we can just open 300 of it and see what kind of contracts we will get. So for every single crate you can see that there's different rarities and also junk. So for junk is just the items that are not contract. So the only crate that does not have junk right now is the Legacy coin, because they don't give any other items other than Legacy coin. So this is quite a good crate. Let's open 300 Architect's crate. Legacy coin we'll just open 100. So let's open our first 100 Architect's crate. Let's see how good it is with my crate simulator. We see that our first 100, not too bad. We get a rare Architect's contract, so that is quite a decent draw. Let's open our next 100. Also for a crate simulator, there's statistics. So these statistics kind of like adds up and give you what is the percentages that you would get from whatever that you have drawn. So this is cumulative, and also the statistics would reset if you were to jump to another crate. And honestly, my crate simulator is pretty good. I get a Grand Architect's contract, so that is amazing. Very rarely I'll get a Grand Architect's contract, but it's not impossible. It is definitely possible, but it's just really rare. And last 100, we see that we get one elite, so it's quite decent. We get one rare, one elite, and one grand. Definitely better than I expected. Maybe a little bit of optimism for this crate. And yeah, let's take a look at the Kingpin crate. We open 500 of it, and to see if it is good or bad, let's open like Valkyrie crate. And our first 100, let's see, 2 rares. Okay, that is quite expected. That's actually within a quite a normal range, 2 rares. But for plain and simple, not so important to me. Yeah, our 1 rare. So this is a pretty standard draw for a Kingpin crate. So far it's really quite aligned to the game, except for the Architect's crate. I don't know why I drew it better, but maybe my luck for that Architect's crate was pretty good at this time. So next 100, we see that we get 1 rare again, 3 simple, but you can see that it is very realistic of how many contracts you will get by opening 100 crate at a time. Next 100, we'll see that we'll get this is no rares, no elite, and no grand. This is very similar to what you would expect to obtain if you don't really have a good draw. So far I would say that it's pretty good. It's a very good draw. Yeah, this, you don't have another rare again, so yeah, it's very similar to what you will get in the real game. Next Legacy crate, I'll expect the crates to be better, so we open 25 4 times to make it a total of 100 Legacy crates. And even though we are opening few of these, but Legacy crates as a whole have a higher chance of giving you pretty decent rare and above Legacy coins. So I'll just give you an example. I'm very sure that our first 25 will be quite okay. Yeah, as you can see, like 1 rare already for the first 25, and a couple of simples. That's not too bad. Next 25, let's see. Oh, 1 grand, see, and 2 rares. This is pretty similar to what I might get from 100 crates. Sometimes I get 2 to 3 grands in 100 crates too. So this is a pretty accurate draw. Next 25, let's see. Another grand. Wow, this is really accurate. I would also get 2 grand. But the worst is of course probably like 1 grand per 100 crates. But I could get up to 3. So last 25, let's see what we get. As you can see, it's pretty accurate from the draws. I'll skip the challenges crate and let's open the Godfather's crate. This is supposedly the worst crate that you would be able to get contracts from. So let's see how bad this is, or maybe the simulator will be very good for me because I'm the creator. So let's see our first 100 for Godfather's crate. Will we get anything good? Yeah, exactly. This is expected. One plain pathetic Godfather's contract for our first 100. That is crazy. And if you buy like $100 Godfather crate, you get about 180, I think, of crates. And you can see that, yeah, it's just terrible. You might not even get a rare contract at all. So let's see our next 100. Oh, 1 rare. Alright, that's okay, I guess. 1 rare. So let's see our next 100. Will we surpass the 1 rare only for opening like 400, 500 crates? As you can see, no, it's only a plain. Next 100, let's see again. Let's see how good our draws are. Now, as you can see, no rare and above again. This is quite accurate Godfather's crate, I would say. Last 100, let's open 500 of this Godfather's crate. And this also cements that we shouldn't buy any Godfather's crate at all. And yeah, 1 rare. Okay, 2 rares, but this is really quite expected and the odds are so terrible. 0.4% chance of getting a rare. That is insane. That is really very low. For other crates, it is at least 0.8 to 1%. So it's almost a 2 to 2.5 or more times increase in getting really good contracts. So yes, this is it for my video. And yes, if you enjoy my crate simulator, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That's what you can do as well, and also donate through your comments in YouTube. So yeah, this is it for my video, and happy crate opening for you. And yes, do play around with it and have fun opening all of these crates, especially if you don't have enough crates. So yes, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys again real soon for my next video.